Hi, I'm Mark from Sevenfin Architects, and we specialise in sustainable architecture and, in this case, passive house. So what is passive house? In the UK, we model accurately the building to check that the heat demand and cooling demand, as well as the potential for overheating. To achieve passive house, we highly insulate the building, and that means that in the winter it's like putting on a very thick coat, and in the summer it slows the transfer of heat into the building. We specified triple glazing, which means that whilst it keeps the building nice and warm on the inside, it also has the added benefit of keeping it nice and quiet. Sealing up all of the gaps in the building makes it airtight, and in a typical 1960s building, up to 25% of the heat is lost through the gaps in the building. We install MVHR, which is mechanical ventilation with heat recovery, and this keeps the building's air nice and fresh whilst recovering the heat, so none's wasted. We design out cold bridges, which are parts of the building which allow heat to escape quickly, and so that reduces the amount of heat loss in this way. With this in mind, we chose to work with Earthwise Construction with their passive house experience.
Hello, my name's Ben East, I'm the Director of Earthwise Construction. This building has an MVHR system, and that is a mechanical ventilation with heat recovery system, and what that does is it takes the wet, humid air out of the building and then brings fresh, filtered air in from the outside and removes things like pollen and particulates from the air. And in the winter time, what it does is it recovers up to 96% of the heat and puts that back inside the building so we don't lose all that energy. And it will also react to carbon dioxide, so when people are breathing, it will bring in more fresh air to keep the building feeling nice and healthy. The building also has an air source heat pump, and people have probably heard of these from government grants and things like that. And essentially it's a unit up on the roof, and it works like a fridge that everyone has in their house, but it does the reverse, so it takes the heat out of the air and it heats up the water. So it will heat all the hot water for the building, and it will also heat the air, so in winter time it will put heating via the air into the building, and in summertime it can also do cooling via the air as well to keep the building cooler. The building also has PV, so that's solar panels, so there's lots of them up on the roof, and what they're doing is taking the sun's energy and converting it into electricity, and in this case it will provide 50% of the power to the building.